Oh my God, you guys. I know a lot of you are like, what took you so long to come back to El Paso? I don't have a good excuse, but I hope this makes up for it. Man, I have some history in this town. Been coming here since July of 1997. Yeah? Used to perform on the west side of town over at Bart Reed's comic strip. I was here on my 21st birthday. I'll never forget. I'll never forget it. And that's the last time I drank in El Paso. You guys don't mess around. It was my birthday. I'm hanging out at the club, and they're like, it's your birthday. I'm like, it's my birthday. You want a drink? Sure. So I started drinking and drinking and drinking, and then the staff was like, do you want a party? I was like, I want a party. You want to dance? I want to dance. I passed out, and I woke up at some place called the OP. Now see, you guys are clapping and you're laughing because you know. I didn't know it was an alternative nightclub. I'm from LA. I thought OP stood for Órale pues. And that is a messed up way to sober up. You know, I'm at the club, I'm dancing, you know. Hey. Hey. There was a little guy behind me going, Pikachu! He's like, yo también soy Pokemon. No! But it was kind of crazy. I was getting checked out by guys. I was like, oh my God. And I know they were checking me out because they're looking at me like I look at tacos. But then I thought about it. Oh my God, I just turned on a man. Shoot. Man, I call my girlfriend. I say, you better not mess up. I have options. I have a memory. A few years back, I was doing a show at the comic strip, and my idol, Mr. Paul Rodriguez, was in town doing a benefit. He calls up the comic strip and he says, hey, listen. I'm doing a benefit up the street. Y sabes qué, vato? I'm gonna come down there and I wanna do some shots, unos tequilas and unos tacos. I'm like, let's do it. He shows up to the club and he says, all right, get in the car, let's go. I go, where are we going? We're going to Juarez. Juarez? Let's eat some tacos here. I can't afford you here. Let's go to the other side. So we wind up on the other side and we wound up killing some tacos and, you know, we wound up crossing the border. And when we crossed the border, it was a few months after I taped a bunch of water commercials here. You guys remember the water commercials? And then they pulled me off the advertising because they said I was too fat to sell water. Whatever. So we're crossing the border and immigration was right there and they're checking the cars and we're in a blue van. My buddy Jim, who's sitting over there, was driving. And Border Patrol comes over to the window and he opens the door and he sees me. He goes, oh my God, it's you. You're hysterical. And I go, what do you think of this guy? And Paul was like, hey, what's up? And the guy was like, oh my God. And so we wound up taking pictures at the border. And it was so funny because we're outside the car and we're pretending to be arrested, right? People are driving by going, let Paul Rodriguez and Pikachu go. They're American, puto. Let them go. It's priceless. We crossed the border and Paul's like, hey, I wanna go hang out and have a good time. He went to this place off the 10 called Jaguars. It's a male, you know, gentleman's club, whatever you want to call it. So we go in there and I'm like, oh my God. As soon as we walked in, I'm thinking Paul's going to be all, you know, shh, I don't want nobody to know I'm here. Goes over to the DJ and the DJ's like, all right, ladies, look who just walked in, Paul Rodriguez. All of a sudden, there's like 32 lap dances that stop like that. And all these girls, they bum rush Paul. And I'm like, wow, I got to get funnier. So we're hanging out there for a couple hours. We wind up outside in the parking lot. And this girl jumped into the car and she's like, oh my God, Paul Rodriguez, I love you. My mom is a huge fan too. Here, please, please, please. And he, whatever you want, okay, ven pa acá, come here. Here, please talk to her on the phone. Ora. He looks at me in the front seat and he goes, "Hey, tú, Iglesias, here, be me." He put me on the phone with the girl's mom. I'm like, "Hey, señora, how you doing? Yeah, you know, your daughter, she's a real angel. Yeah, that's what they call her here." Yeah, man, I love Paul. Like I said, Paul's one of the main reasons why I got into comedy. And he used to mess with me a lot. Trust me, in my last special, I talked about how I had a Volkswagen Beetle. It was a true story. I really had a Beetle, and I got rid of it because I got tired of the fat jokes. When you're a fluffy guy and you have a little car and all of your friends are professional comedians, oh, they'll make you cry. Paul especially. How the hell did you manage to squeeze inside of that? No, hombre, I have never seen a car expand before while someone was inside of it. How do you get a stretch mark on the windshield? That's what I want to know. When you fart, does it go faster? One after another after another. I'm like, oh my God. And you know what it is? It's karma. Because 10 years ago, I did a joke about Paul Rodriguez on TV. I used to be on a show on the Nickelodeon network called All That. Some of you remember? Yeah? That was me, a lot smaller. I was only 2 X's. I was a 2X, yeah. Anyway, as soon as the TV show season was over, they gave all the cast members gifts. They gave this one girl a TV, this one kid a DVD collection. Since I was the only one who had his own car, they gave me a car alarm with a remote start to it. A lot of cars have those now, but think back 10 years ago, there was only a few that had the My friends went, "Where'd you get that?" I looked at him and I said, "Nickelodeon." That's bad. I go to show it off to everybody. I showed my mom. I said, "Mom, go to the car. I got to use the bathroom. I left you a present." "Oh, a present? Okay." So she goes to the car, and I started the car from the kitchen. El diablo! El diablo! El diablo! I had to run outside. Mom, it's not the devil. Look it. Nickelodeon. Oh my God, mijo. Oh my God, you scared me. Me sacaste un pedo, mijo. Oh my God, mira, smell, mijo, smell. I wind up doing a show in Hollywood at a comedy club, and I'm working with my idol, with Paul Rodriguez. As soon as the show was over, we're walking out the door, and he walks up to me and he says, "You know, I like the whole fluffy thing you do. It's catchy, it sounds cute, keep eating." We walk outside, and my car is parked there first because I showed up late. So, my car's right there, and Paul walks by. "All right, take it easy." He walks right in front of my car, and my friend goes, "Dude, show him your car. Show him Nickelodeon." And I couldn't help it, freaking. Hey, hijo la chi! What the hell? What is this? Paul! Nickelodeon! Hombre, cabrón, pinche fluffy, you gave me a heart attack. You take it easy. Valet brings his car around, a brand new Porsche 911. The car was nice. He pulls up and Valet gives him the keys. He turns around and looks at me. "Hey, tú, Fluffy, check it out." I'm like, "Whatever, it's not Nickelodeon." The door pops open. Trunk. "I'm not through yet." Chup, chup. HBO. This past year, I got to meet one of my childhood heroes. I got to meet Arnold Schwarzenegger. Now, some of you are clapping, some of you are like, wait. Well, here's the thing. I didn't love him as a politician, and I was too young to know him as a bodybuilder. All I knew is the movie Terminator was my favorite movie, and he was the Terminator. So, here's the story. I'm in LA at this red carpet event for some movie that I still haven't seen. I'm standing there with my publicist, okay? I'm standing there with my publicist, and she's explaining to me how the red carpet works. "Listen, Gabriel, this is what's gonna happen. You're gonna go down the red carpet, and then the paparazzi's gonna start taking photos of you, and then someone's gonna ask you some questions. It's a lot of fun. Then we'll go inside, and then we'll go to the after party. It's gonna be great." As she's telling me this, I'm looking around, and I I look over and I see him. I see Arnold Schwarzenegger and I freak out. Relax, relax. You've never met Arnie? I said, no, I've never met Arnie. I work with him all the time. He's really nice. Would you like me to introduce you? I'm like, yes. She takes me by the hand and she walks me directly to Arnold. I'm freaking out so bad, I look like a big ass toddler. We get over to Arnold Schwarzenegger's area, and he's Arnold Schwarzenegger. He's already got a big group of people around him waiting to take a photo. So I'm just patiently waiting. As I'm watching him, you guys, I gotta tell you right now, no one on this planet is better at meeting people than Arnold Schwarzenegger. He is the greatest people meter I've ever witnessed. And the reason I say this is because when you meet him, he's very engaging. He grabs your hand, he pulls you in, he looks at you in the eyes, and he turns it on. When you meet Arnold, you get exactly what you think you're gonna get. It's awesome to watch. You know? How are you? So nice to meet you. You're so strong. You put my hand. Hey, look at you. This is incredible. Got these lights and this red carpet. This is incredible. Excuse me. How are you? Hey, you're so strong. You put my hand. This is incredible. Look at you. People are walking away from him, looking at their hand. They're looking at their hand, you guys. 10 minutes I'm watching Arnold Schwarzenegger light people up. And then I noticed something else. I noticed that Arnold has a handler, a guy who stands right behind him. And it's this guy's job to basically reset Arnold for the next person he's about to meet. Arnold Schwarzenegger will never cut off a conversation with the fan. The guy behind him listens in on the conversation and he determines when enough is enough, and then he signals Arnold to cut it off and move on. Here's the signal. He grabs the back of Arnold's arm right there 2 times. 1, 2. That lets Arnold know, cut it off, time to move on. Always to the left. Awesome to watch. This is incredible what these lights and these special effects is going on here. Excuse me, how are you? Nice to meet you. You're so strong. Hey! I'm like, oh. So I yell out to the handler, hey! And the handler turns around. Hit him! I want to meet him. Hit him! And he starts laughing because now he sees that I see how the Terminator is really working. So he gives me one of these. Next thing you know, he is lighting Arnold up. He is hitting Arnold so fast, Arnold can barely keep up. Excuse me, pardon me, excuse me, hello, how are you? Excuse me, pardon me, high five, high five, high five, high five, high five, pardon me, excuse me, hello, how are you? Very good. Pound, 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 pound. He's coming down the line, coming down the line, coming down the line, and I'm just waiting. And I stick my hand out and he grabbed it. How are you, son? I recognize you. I know who you are. You're the comedian who does the joke about the Indian man trying to rob a bank, but he cannot rob the bank because they are making fun of him. And in my head, I'm like, he knows me! Outside, I'm like, yeah, that's me. You are hysterical. Give me your contact information. You are the funniest person. Excuse me. How are you? Nice to meet you. You're so strong. Meeting Arnold is like a really good roller coaster. You want to go to the end and meet him one more time. You know